old Sneelock. You remember my friend the mailbox. I managed to raise it up to the 4 feet where it needed to be, which seemed a little high, but that's where they wanted it. And now you can see that looking at the post that it's in pretty sad shape. It's a little curved and it needs to be replaced. So I'm going to make a new one, paint the mailbox, and set it in the new post. As part of that process, see these little yellow flags? I called Miss Dig. You always want to call Miss Dig before you dig in Michigan, especially near a road. That's where the telephone wires run through the ground. Also, some of the areas have gas lines and fiber optic cables and power running through. Fortunately, I don't have to deal with any of those, but if you cut one of those things, it makes for a certified bad day. Nice humid day. It's going to be definitely warm later. Let's see if I can get this hole dug before it gets too hot. Digging post holes, I used to dig a round hole, thinking that I needed to get all the way around the piece that I was going to be digging out. Then I figured out if I dug a trench, I had to dig a lot less dirt. The hole ended up doing the same exact thing, but I didn't have to work around the stinking piece of wood that I was digging up. And I could do it all with a standard round point shovel instead of trying to dig a post hole. So I just end up digging a trench. Part of the reason the old mailbox post stood up so well, they set it in concrete. Not very good concrete. Looks like they just dropped mortar into the hole and let it set around the post. And I'm going to see if I can drop the new post down into the same hole. Well, God's smiling down on me today. I dropped it into the old hole. It came out just at 4 feet. How lucky can you get? All I need to do now is finish filling in the hole and put some paint on the post and set the mailbox. I think I'm going to put the mailbox up and let the paint wait for a few days. It's supposed to rain, and I like using latex paint. If you use latex paint, it rains, it washes all right off. It makes a real mess. Anchor this down with some 3-inch screws. The old mailbox was held on with 1-inch screws. It held on, but don't know how. Okay, except for some paint, mailbox post is done. Did manage to set it back in the old hole, which saved me a lot of digging. And I'm going to wait a few days to paint it white because it's supposed to rain and latex paint doesn't like getting wet. So I'm going to hope for 3 days of nice dry weather. I'll come out and paint it, maybe do it this weekend. In the meantime, I hope the mailman's happy. It's at 4 feet where it's supposed to be, and wife's happy because it looks nice, and I'm happy because it didn't take a whole lot of work. Any of you guys have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments below. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.